I'm Sarah and I have ADHD and I am here to talk to you today about work. I make YouTube videos about having ADHD and this is my cat Juno. She's mad that I picked her up. I make YouTube videos about having ADHD and navigating life with ADHD. So if you are interested in that kind of content, you should hit that subscribe button. You should watch this video, give it a thumbs up if you like it. And so today I am going to talk to you about having a career while also having ADHD. Some background on me. I went to college for English education and I was a high school English teacher for about 5 years, and then I very recently transitioned into digital marketing and I work as a team lead for a quality assurance team for a company that makes, among other things, that makes websites for small businesses across America. Currently, I do have the privilege to work from home. However, this video is not about having ADHD and working from home specifically. It's just about how I found a career that works with my brain. And it doesn't always, it's not perfect, and I don't think there is a perfect fit out there, because no matter what job I'm in, I will always bring the challenges that I have with ADHD to the table, and those won't go away. But there are ways to find a career that can work for you.
Wait a second. There's something different here.
You may be thinking. And if you aren't, well, you're just not paying attention. Am I wearing different clothes? Yes. Is this several days later? Yes. One thing that I wanted to say is that I clearly do not have it all figured out, and that is something that you should always keep in mind when watching these videos. I am in no way an expert on ADHD. I am not a doctor or a medical professional, and I didn't even know I had ADHD until 2 years ago. I don't have it all figured out. In case you couldn't tell, I couldn't even film a short video in one day without my memory card running out of memory and then proceeding to lose any motivation that I had to film until now. So here we are. People with ADHD are all different, obviously, stating the obvious.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Things that work for me may absolutely not work for you, but that's something that you have to figure out. I am going to give you 3 tips for finding a career or a job that you are successful in. Tip number 1, find a job that interests you.
Well, yeah, Sarah, duh. That's what everyone dreams of. But what if I can't?
That's okay. Find something about the job that interests you, because people with ADHD, their focus is typically driven by interests. If you can't find anything about your career that interests you even a little bit, chances are your motivation and your productivity are going to bomb, and not in the cool way. Not when I say, that jacket looks bomb on you. No, they are going
down.
While I may not find my passion in making sure websites work, I do have a passion for helping people. And my company makes websites for small business owners across the country. So it's easy for me to find that spark in my job, even though the actual job itself might not be the most interesting 100% of the time. It is easy for me to always remember why behind my job is that I'm helping out a small business owner who probably is supporting their family with this business, and if I don't do a good job, that could put their livelihood at risk. Tip number 2, find a job or a career path with supportive leadership. Much easier said than done. And you don't necessarily have to or want to inform that leadership that you have ADHD. However, the leadership at my company is very understanding. They're very people-oriented, which I find could be pretty rare. However, with the supportive leadership has come an external motivator. I respect and want to please the people who lead me, and because of that, I perform well. People with ADHD love extrinsic motivation, and leadership who appreciates and recognizes your hard work can absolutely be that extrinsic motivation that you need. If it comes to it, supportive leadership can also help you work through struggles that you have in the workplace. You have supportive leadership, you can work out a plan and a support system to prevent those things from negatively impacting your work. My third tip is to find a job or a career path that allows you to harness your strengths and really showcase your strengths. People with ADHD obviously have different strengths. Again, for example, I am very detail oriented, almost to the point of it being a fault, and I am a creative problem solver. In my job, I have to check websites for 135 plus things that could be wrong with them before we show our websites to our clients and release them to the public. That means that I have to really pay attention to detail. So that is a strength that my job really caters to. Those were 3 tips. Find a job that you're interested in that has supportive leadership and caters to your strength. But Sarah, that's just something that everyone should look for in a career. Well, yeah, and again, I don't have it all figured out, but these tips will help anyone be successful, whether you have ADHD or not. And obviously, not everyone is privileged enough to be able to find a job or career immediately that can check all 3 of those boxes, but they're good goals to have in mind, good things to think about when you are deciding what kind of career path you want to go down, and great things to think about when you're searching for a job or asking questions in interviews, which is also really important. Again, I'm just a girl with ADHD who has a job that I like and am doing pretty well at, so take with that what you will, and hope you have a great one.